The Green Bay Packers win their second straight game since coming off the bye week, a 38-10 performance against the San Francisco 49ers. I'm Dominique Yates. I'm joined by Pete Dougherty. Pete, after the disappointment last season for the Packers losing to this team in the playoffs, they come out here, play an overall complete game. Obviously, San Francisco was shorthanded in this matchup, but overall, it seems like the Packers took care of business and really did what they were supposed to.
Yeah, I can't see, if I'm the Packers, taking any satisfaction in beating the team that knocked you out of the playoffs, because without Brock Purdy, without Nick Bosa, without Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk is on IR. This is as depleted as you're going to see it, as a team can be, a good team can be. But more important, just for the moment is, the Packers won. They won handily. Game was a little tighter than they would have hoped at the half, but if Christian Watson catches that touchdown pass, it's a 17-point lead again. So overall, if you're the Packers, you're feeling they did what they needed to do, not only winning but ending up winning going away. But I wouldn't take too much more from it than that, just because you take the quarterback and one of the best defensive players in the league off a team. That's a lot. It just reminded me of a few years ago, they went to Kansas City, and Mahomes didn't play and Chris Jones didn't play. And so they beat them, but it was, they didn't really beat the Kansas City Chiefs, right? So, but win's a win, and they won convincingly, and they played a little cleaner football the last couple weeks.
When you look at just this Packers team and some of the pieces that they have in place, you look at Josh Jacobs getting 3 rushing touchdowns. Xavier McKinney got his 7th interception. Brandon McManus drilled a 51-yard field goal. So you have to admit, if you're Brian Gutekunst, you have to be feeling pretty good about some of the pieces that you brought in the offseason, also in the season, and just how they're contributing to this team's success.
Yeah, Jacobs and McKinney, we were going through this the first month of the season. Wow, money well spent. But it continues to be, and Jacobs is proving to be, he is a workhorse. If they need to give him the ball 28 times in a game, they can do it. They could not do that with Aaron Jones. Jones was a super gifted runner and had to scare the heck out of defensive coordinators. Jacobs isn't quite that side-to-side dynamic, but he's a better power runner, which should go well for playing in here in December and January. And he's obviously, that offense is building around him, basically.
And just my last thing, it's going to be interesting to see what happens for the Packers. They have another game right here in 4 days, taking on the Miami Dolphins, a Dolphins team that was able to get a victory against the New England Patriots on this Sunday. But as far as just with the health of the team and everything like that, playing a physical football game, it'll be interesting to see just how they come out on Thursday.
Yeah, I wonder if is Jair Alexander going to play, or is he going to be out for another week? So that'll be interesting to see. I can't imagine they're going to have Romeo Doubs after the concussion. But this is why when you have depth, you don't trade it away, because you're going to need it, and they're going to need it this week.
The Packers are 8-3 on the season after winning 38-10 against the San Francisco 49ers. They'll be right back here on this field on Thursday, taking on the Miami Dolphins. For Pete Dougherty, I'm Dominique Yates.